Hey devs, MetaDevBlox here, and today I'm going to show you Terrain Trim Pro, a tiny studio plugin that can clean up the hidden terrain and give your game a free performance boost. Right now this map looks like most maps, but from underneath it's a giant solid block. All that water, rock, extra terrain that's just sitting there taking up physics budget, server upload times. Even though players will never see it, trust me, it's a big deal. From the app here, we can see that Terrain Trim Pro has a scan button, a new depth, hill protection, a stats panel, undo, and a run button. If we hold over the little info tab, it shows you that scan probes the terrain and estimates the overall size. The new depth is where you can set the thickness of your new map. And then hill protection is our Swiss cheese prevention tool, so it prevents little holes in your terrain. So all we gotta do is click the scan button and it'll find the size of the map. This map is approximately 500 by 500 by 500, but overall actual dimensions will show here in a few seconds once it gets done scanning. So we'll let this continue. Alright, as this is almost done scanning, there's one thing to note. The larger the map, the longer the scan takes, as it's scanning every voxel and stud within your open workspace area. So if it's nice and small, then it should be quick. As I said before, this map was theoretically 500 by 500 by 500, but when the map and terrain are generated, it doesn't actually take up that specific size. So as you can see, it's 504 by 388 by 504. So the overall height of it, the 388, is not the actual 500. What we can do next is set the new depth, which we want to say it's going to be 4 studs thick, which will leave underneath this bottom layer 4 stud gap. Hill protection is what we use to prevent that Swiss cheese, so little holes in your hill. And then all we click is run, and then from there it cuts it out and hollows everything out. So if you look underneath the map here, it mimics the top of the terrain, which it also protects any water features. So as long as the water starts on the top of the surface, going downward, it will protect your water so we don't remove it unnecessarily. But if we want to see what the Swiss cheese method looks like, we can set the depth to 1, hill protection to 0, and then we can run it. And on these steeper slopes, you'll see how it cuts through, which obviously this is bad and will spend a lot of time for the dev to have to go through and correct this. So this is why we built it inherently into the program. So like I said, with a depth of 4, and we can even set this to like 5. And when we run it, it just adds a little bit extra of a buffer to the top of, or the bottom of the hill to make it smoother, so then we don't get that cut through. And that's it. And it'll show you the voxels trimmed, studs removed, and then give you all performance gain, which is 92% since we removed a base chunk of everything. And then as there's an undo button, you can see how much terrain it actually removed. And that's that, Terrain Trim Pro. Hope you guys like it.